What is going on? Welcome to another episode of the Dent Digest live show. What's up, Alex?
Not much.
How are you?
How you doing?
Good. I'm tired, but I'm good. We're doing good. How about yourself?
Yeah, I'm good.
How's the weather there?
Busy. It's really nice. It's like 70 all day.
Man, it was 22 degrees this morning, so it was awesome. It was awesome. I'm still wearing shorts though. I'm still rocking the shorts, so
I couldn't do it.
I don't care. I'm not outside that much. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Most
I'd
of my
have
stuff's in the
puffy pants
shop.
on.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh, in that weather? Yeah, no.
Yeah. 20-degree weather.
I used to do it, but now that I'm old and crumped up and spoiled in a nice warm shop, I don't really. Poor Josh is out all the time. He said the other day he had to go to Honda, and he was like, "It's cold." I'm like, "You came from Colorado, bro. Like, what are you cold about? You came from Colorado."
Where he has to keep his tabs in his pocket.
Yeah, I mean, we do that anytime when we went. I had to do a mobile today, and freshly painted panel, pearl white. It's like, I am not gluing on this thing. And it was like an Equinox, like right at the belt molding. You could see where it hit the belt molding and then the door. So yeah, it was fun. Nice. Super cool.
Sounds like a good time.
Cold snap didn't work. It was just too cold. You know what I mean? Nothing was sticking. So holy crap, we got Rick Bruce in here. I haven't heard from you, Rick, in a while. I hope all is well. He's another Maryland dent guy. Super cool dude. So I'm super excited about MTE.
Yeah, it's gonna be fun.
It's gonna be a good show. A lot of work. I'm speaking for about 40 minutes with Dr. Color Chip. Give my little rundown of how the product's been. So, but it should be good. I'm excited. We're coming in Wednesday. I'm just ready to enjoy it. You know what I mean? Help with the podcast row, get that all up and running. And good thing is we got wired internet, which is exciting.
I heard about last year.
Right? Like such an exciting thing when you're like, we got wired internet, Right. It's such a big deal. So,
what's up, John?
But how about you? What's your plans for MT?
I'm going in Wednesday.
Yeah?
We go Wednesday. I thought about doing that fishing tournament, but I don't really know anyone doing it.
The Keeping It Real fishing tournament with what's his name? The PDR interview guys, and it seems like there's quite a few sponsors. So,
yeah.
But we need to get this show going because we got 3 people and a whole shit ton of tools to go over. So, I'm excited for this one. I've had a lot of calls today about it, and I was like, I'm not even talking. They're like, what's everybody bringing? I'm like, I don't even want to know because I want to keep it as real as I can. Like you were trying to tell me earlier today, and I was like,
yeah,
I'm not listening. So, but let's get Bryce on and get this thing rocking and rolling. What's up, Bryce?
Hey, guys.
How are you?
How you guys doing, man?
Good. You?
Man, just rocking and rolling. What can I say? Just amazing industry we're in.
Yeah.
How's your year been? Have you seen an increase this year, or has it been about the same?
I mean, as far as retail clients, given the amount of training that I'm doing, it's like 50-50 right now, so it's dropped off since last year, only because I have to put them out further, so.
Of course.
Yeah.
I mean, obviously your training's picked up this year, you know what I mean? So
Yeah, it's been amazing, man. I never thought it would take off the way it did, but
Come on.
it's been an
Come
amazing
on.
ride so far.
Come on.
So, yeah,
Come on.
it's been great.
You didn't think people be standing in line? Come on.
You know, honestly, I didn't. I didn't anticipate all the great feedback I've been getting. So yeah,
I would love to come, but I can't fix dents. So
whatever, dude. I see you fixing dents all the time.
Oh shit. All right, let's get this thing going. So tonight's show is our top 5 tools of the year. There was some pretty good stuff that came out this year.
Man, it's been amazing.
I don't feel like it was as crazy as it was in like 2019. 2019 was crazy. Like everybody had multiples out. There was just so much stuff. The only thing that I am going to say about this, and this is going to be the only negative thing that I'm going to say about our industry and tools, I do feel like the tools need to be tested a little more before they come out in the market. I think there's a couple things that have been out, not even just recently, but over the years, and
kind of tried and tested. Yeah,
I just don't feel like the testing period is long enough. But there's been some great stuff, man. I mean, some of my stuff is abused.
Yeah, I agree, man. It's been an amazing year of innovation, and man, like just some of the lateral tension stuff is incredible. Like it changed the way that we approach repairs, and it's been around for years, but it's just all of a sudden now becoming kind of integrated in our PDR process, and it's making it so much better for our industry, so
it's better for us old guys.
Yes.
You know what I mean? I mean, I did a Mustang door. I just said to Alex, I said, I should have taken a before and after, but every time I seem to have a really bad dent and I take a before picture, I never fix it.
Doesn't work out.
Yeah. Something happens. I'm like, oh, we're not taking a finished product.
Dude, that happens to all of us, man. We all do that. So.
But the lateral tension definitely helps. I mean, it's even if you're using the smaller, Metal Medic setup or the Kiko setup, man, it really takes the true force of trying to get things up.
Oh man, yeah,
it's been good.
It's incredible. Yeah,
I feel like I have a frame machine in my truck now.
Yeah, you pretty much have to nowadays. I mean,
right,
fixing all this crazy stuff.
Alex, let's start with your first tool. We'll just go around the table, do one, and then do the round and around.
All right, I'm gonna bring a Stanliner tool up, the rolling
spoon.
It's a little bent. Yeah,
you bent it.
Yeah, I bent it.
Don't let them know you bent that.
Well, he's gonna know now.
He's gonna come repo it. It's gonna be gone.
Oh, I'll bend it back.
Which one is that?
It's the rolling spoon.
Yeah,
what do you like about it?
I mean, I use this every fender. If I open a door panel, I'll be using it. Take a door off, I'll definitely use it. I'll like dolly with it, slide it, and just rock it. Yeah. Indirect push. It is one of my favorite tools, but I got it this year. So,
do you ever put glue on the end of that to kind of soften the push?
I have, not a lot, but I have.
Yeah, that's been a phenomenal tool for me as well. Yeah, just it moves so much metal, and it keeps things so clean, even on some really deep stuff. You can get to the center of a deep dent with that, and like it's amazingly clean. So
Bryce is the one that actually turned me on to this.
Hey.
Yeah, that's one of my recommendations if you come through for sure. Yeah.
What's the thickness of the rod?
Half.
I don't know. Is half?
Yeah. That's half inch.
Okay.
Yeah.
Nice.
Great tool.
It is. Yeah, it is.
That I think in conjunction with the fender tool is like a lethal combo.
The one with the big bend.
Yeah, the big swoop. It's a half inch, like almost like a what are they called? It's just like a big giant swoop. It's half inch. It's got a big old tip
just
on it. Just
like
very similar tip to that. Yeah,
I have it too.
Yeah,
I have that one.
Phenomenal.
So. Bryce, you're up.
I'm up. Okay, I forgot. I didn't know how we're playing this.
Yeah, we'll just go 1 and 1 and 1 and 1. Just keep going around the table.
You know what these things are?
Yeah, I do.
Okay. Cecil and Tang. Okay. I got to tell you, man, these tools, we have to rally together to get Barry McCarthy from Ireland to please start mass producing these. These are absolutely insane when it comes to fender, right? Getting to the very fender lip with that thing right there.
So that's very close to like Dent Wizard tools, both of them.
Yes, you could say. Well, yeah, I've actually.
That's just a little sharper. The other one's kind of like Dent Gear actually made one also that was kind of like
really?
hammerhead.
Okay. Well, this one right here for getting to the very fender lip, edge, and then you have this one for doing some finishing work, higher up on the fender. Incredible. Something I would highly recommend. Message Barry and tell him we need these tools. I use these probably at least once a week on a fender. So
bendable?
Yeah, bendable. I personally, I like the trajectory of this one here. I don't really do much bending with that. I like the way that kind of sits down nicely inside that lip, and then you can just literally, like I said, reach the very, very tip, the very lip, and the push is fantastic. It's a very kind of, forgiving push, you could say, on a very, as you're working towards any edge, you get a lot of tension towards any edge, and your pushes can get really kind of nasty if you're not careful with like a traditional tool. But this one, it just has a nice uniform push. There's no real, you're pushing right on the very, like rounded face here. So it leaves just like a Stanliner tool, it leaves like a nice clean push. So no taping, no nothing required. Same with this one, kind of a unique tip design. It's rounded and it gives just a perfect finishing push, Wow. So highly recommend them. Cecil and Tang. Tell Barry to bring them to the US.
Cecil. So I do a ton of fenders. This tool has been, for me getting older, this Jaybird.
Oh, nice.
Has been a absolute. I was a dent dial guy for a long time. I've got a dent dial that I use just for fenders. It's bent perfectly, never really adjust it. But Rick kept telling me, you got to try the Jaybird. You got to try it.
Is that Excalibur?
Yes. Yes.
Okay. I got to get that.
And this thing he's got two of them. He's got a Dominator, which I have also.
It's bigger, right?
Bigger. It's much longer, and it doesn't hook as much. It's more of an angle.
Okay.
Works really good for bedsides. So like up in the gas door where you need to get up all the way up towards the cab, that tool works awesome.
Nice.
This tool, obviously changeable tips.
Is that 1/2 inch or 9/16?
1/2 inch.
It's 1/2 inch, okay.
It is so powerful. It's just changed my fender game. I use it in all kind of stuff. The Chevrolet tailgates that get hit all the time from the hitch at the top where it gets crushed where the handle is.
Yes.
This goes in really nice in there. You get some really good drive. Bedsides through the gas door. This works fantastic. One of the other reasons I bought it, we have a ton of trucks where my shop is, and underneath the taillight on the bed where they get smashed right at the bumper. This thing is freaking awesome. I mean, put a nice dolly tip on there and just mow it out. But great job, Excalibur, man. This thing.
All right, so I'll be buying that.
All right, Alex, you're up.
I'm up. I got two Stanliner things. So these are multiple with the flat tip snakes.
Oh, those are nice.
Yeah. I mean, the deep dent, it kind of goes with the other. One is a raised one. The other one's straight.
Yep.
That was a tool. Bryce posted it, and you can't even get them.
I did. Yeah, I did a like a review or like a kind of a demo, basically for those tools, and they're They're great for like really getting some of the deeper shots out, like very clean.
Yeah.
You know. So same concept, wide surface area, bare metal, and just moves a ton of metal clean.
You could just get this more places than the rolling spoon.
Is that like a set that they have?
Well, you can buy them all individual, but like when Bryce the unboxing video, I called Thomas and I was like, I need every one of those.
Yeah, they're great, man. Can't go wrong, man. Once you show people how to use them, and they understand them, it's amazing. Like how many they can sell, you know.
Now, is that more of a drag or more of a kind of push or whatever?
Combo.
Anything, really. I mean, I do a lot of direct pushing with it. I'll drag it along like a real deep, the deepest part of a dent. I could drag it a little bit.
Yep.
But it just pushes you'll be amazed how clean this pushes. Yeah,
they're just freaking awesome.
Yeah.
How thick are they?
I don't think they're 1/2 inch. I think
those are 3/8.
3/8.
I think they go up to 3/8 on those. Unfortunately, I wish they would. I think they have a 1/2 inch version, but it's just a different. That one's a 3/8, I think too.
Yeah,
but they're. I think they have a 1/2 inch version. I'm not 100% on that, but it's definitely a tool set that you'd want in your arsenal for sure.
Yeah. That little one looks cool. Is that little one a 1/4 inch?
5/16.
I think it's 5/16. Yeah.
Yeah, I think it is. It's real strong.
Yeah.
You know? But these tools, like on the BB shots, if you can get to them and just like dolly around them, you'll take a BB shot like right up pretty flat, real fast.
I hate BBs, man.
Well, if you get these tools, you won't mind them.
Yeah, those BB shots, man, they'll get you.
Yeah, they will.
Little baby dents, that'll get you.
And all these tools, there is no order. So we're just kind of putting them out there and rocking and rolling. You're up, Bryce.
Why not? You know it's coming.
Mm-hmm.
Can anybody guess?
I can, but I'm not going to say it.
Let's just say it's
Craftsman hammer.
It's pretty popular right now. Giant Christmas present. What do you think?
That thing is sick.
This is probably one of the best lateral tension systems on the market, dude.
I got it right here.
This is an everydayer, yeah.
Yeah.
Every single day, you're going to probably wind up using this more than likely. If you're doing smash work, you know. Or
and a lot of people haven't seen it. A lot of people haven't seen that tool yet. So there hasn't been a whole lot out.
It has two different, you know.
You got the big one, right?
Well, no, yeah, I have two. There's two different setups. There's the shorter, I think it's like maybe 3 foot. And then you got this 4 footer. I think it's 4 foot. And then
short one.
You've got these, like Alex has on his, I don't have it on mine right now, but that, you know, the center, you know, for the glue tab setup for the center, like when you're applying the lateral tension both ways, and you can just kind of run it inside this track, you know, run that direct tension pull right on the dent that you're working on. So
it literally just snaps in.
But it's both push and pull. So like if you wanted to use this, you know, those Kiko lateral tension devices, the ones that those square box things, it's very similar, but on a larger scale. So if you want to run this, like, let's say you're between like a door and a fender, and you want to run this on one side, like pushing together, you can create that pull from one side, right? And then you can run like another, like let's say, you know, you can run lateral tension like going to like a pull post on the other side. Okay. So like you know, just using this in conjunction with something else, and then having all free range inside the dented area to work, you know, around it is amazing. And
now, are they the tabs on the feet there? Is that a tab?
Yeah, these are tabs. These are basically super easy to take off and put on.
Oh, okay.
So they're just threaded.
Okay.
See, they're threaded and they got a giant surface area. They have on the back side here, you can see they've got like, they come with hooks. So you can like put hooks through there and then pull. They're like little triangle hooks.
Oh, crap.
That basically, that come off here. You see, like, I don't know if you can see this, but they clamp inside here.
Okay.
And they're like a triangle. And then you can just like, you can pull from one direction to the other. So that's if you wanted to use these separately, you can do that.
Now that's Jonathan came up with that, correct? From Brussels.
It's a collaboration between Jonathan and Barry, the guy who I just showed you, these tools here.
Oh, okay.
Cecil. So Barry and him together came up with the lateral retention system. And
Jonathan's got the education, man. I mean, he's been doing it for how long? You know what I mean?
Listen, I hope he sells 40,000 of these.
They're amazing.
What's the retail price on those?
$1,300.
Okay.
Yeah. It's priced, I think, at a great value. It's something that is much needed, I think, in every every serious dent repair technician arsenal.
And that was $1,300 for the small one?
No. It comes you can get the two rails together. It comes with two different setups. So you can get the shorter rails. I should say that it comes with the shorter rails and then it comes with the longer rails.
Okay. So it's $1,300 each one.
Yeah.
Well, no. It's basically, you see these rails right here?
Yeah.
These are actually modular. So this comes off.
Oh.
Right. And then you can this is the unit itself. You see this?
Okay.
This basically has two Allens right here, right there, and right here. And you just take the two Allens, slide this thing off, and then you slide this other side off, and it goes on to the shorter rails if you need a shorter set.
Okay. That's a great idea.
Oh, it's fantastic. And what I recommend, if you guys buy this, make sure that you put one glue stick worth of glue on each one of these pads, because this is a heavy unit. Okay. Yeah. And the last thing you want is for this thing to come off the car when you're working on it. So, yeah, I've seen guys put just a little bit of glue on this thing and then not so good. So make sure you gum this thing up with tons of glue. I usually run about, I probably run about maybe like a 2-inch line of glue all the way down, and then just kind of like, let it come out the sides. As long as you see it coming out of the sides and you're not like mashing this thing down crazy, you've got good surface area coverage there. So
what glue are you using on that?
I use Perfect Pull. I use the black and the regular clear, the amber, and it's been fantastic. Those two glues. I mean, you can, like, literally, man, you can make any glue work. It's just a matter of what you're comfortable with. I've been using that Perfect Pull stuff for a long time, ever since I got the tower, and it's just been fantastic. I mean, I can't say anything bad about the glue. I keep ordering it. So
now Danny D's asking, which one would you recommend for a shop setup?
For what?
For bigger stuff, I guess. Out of that setup, I don't know.
I mean, just buy the unit. It comes both. It comes with both. Both setups. It comes with the 4-foot, and it also comes with the 3-foot like he has. That might be like 2.5 foot.
Now, is there more attachments for that, or is it you pretty much, when you get the setup, you're pretty much getting everything you need?
You get everything you need right there. Yeah. Yep.
He says
it comes in like a elongated box. I mean, big enough to fit these rails, and then all you do is literally just take the main mechanism and twist the Allen keys on the top, and then slide the rails in on one side, and then put the other side on and slide that in, and then tighten it up, and you're good. You're going.
Did you see that post on Facebook where guy put wood and like put pressure down with this middle part.
Yeah, you
like
can do
pin
that
it
too.
down.
Yeah.
And then Jonathan was
Absolutely.
on there saying you should like screw this, but like to the foot, the handle, and you could.
Yeah,
like,
I mean, the unit. There's been units in the past that had offered that downward force with a very kind of similar setup, just like that. I've seen it. Like, I think I saw a guy named Stephen Thomas using something like that on Facebook a long time ago. He had, it's a very similar looking unit where it gets glued down and then you can apply downward force onto the panel.
Huh.
So and fix it.
That's pretty cool.
All right, let's go
so
on.
Just buy it. Seriously.
Hey, I mean, at $1,300, it's really not
You're a dent
bad.
guy. You can afford to buy that. Buy it.
Yeah.
Oh, dent guys are pretty cheap, man.
Yeah.
So the Reaper dolly tabs, I've been using a ton of these. Very similar. There's a whole bunch of them.
Oh, okay.
I kind of have my whole
the cold glue tabs?
No, this is his pushing tabs, but
okay.
Some of the guys are actually putting cold glue on them.
Oh, really? Okay.
It's got a bunch of different sizes.
Nice.
I've got all of them. Like I said, I use this a lot with the Jaybird just to really get the bulk out, clean it up after the fact. But I mean, they work really well.
Yeah, that looks pretty awesome, dude. It probably gives like a nice wide push, huh?
Yep. It's a lot like a Stanlighter end.
Yeah.
Just really clean.
Probably good for deeper dents, I would imagine. Yeah.
A really small one that works really good when you're trying to get that body line up without making a whole lot of mess. And then you've got some bigger stuff. While I'm on my tips, I'm going to break the rules, but it's okay.
And that's Dent Reaper?
Yeah, that's a Dent Reaper tabs from A1. And then I've been using the Excalibur tips. This is really sharp.
Oh, yeah.
Kind of looks like a hammerhead. I spoiled this last time. He kind of sent it to me, and I brought it on a show, and he's like, "Oh, that one's not even out yet." So, but it works. This works really, really good on body lines. I'll stick it on a dent dial in a door, like a sharp, like a Volkswagen Tiguan, where it has a really hard body line.
Yeah.
And just roll this on there, and it really does a good job. So, he's got a round one also.
Oh, nice.
So, but the sharp one, I'm a sharp tool guy. You know what I mean?
It's from Excalibur.
That's an Excalibur tips there. I'm not sure if they're sold on A1 site, but you can get them from Excalibur Tools.
I got you.
So,
but gonna have to buy those now too.
Go for it, Alex.
My turn. Well, since Bryce brought that up, that lateral tension, I'm bringing this one. The Porter Power.
Yeah.
The Metal Medic.
Nice.
It is awesome. I think you need that one and this one. But I mean, like Jonathan says, that one goes up to 1,000 foot-pounds. Right?
Yeah, I mean, I'm sure it's capable of generating that, yeah.
But I mean, this does it more than enough.
And that's just a standard Porter Power with the attachments on the end, correct?
Yeah, it's just a standard Porter Power. It's a Daytona Porter Power, but I got it from Harbor Freight, and you just slab those on.
Yeah, those are nice.
Slide them on.
And I like how you can use them like sitting down as well. Yeah.
Yeah, sitting down, and it has these.
I did like that change that he did to where it's like the sidewinder end where you can still work the center. That was my biggest problem with his original one is he had the bar.
Right.
So
that's cool.
Yeah, you could use it on the side to get it out of the way if you want to work the dent.
Are those like anodized, like black or something? What
yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. I know when he first showed them, they're all silver.
Yeah. I have a silver set.
You have a silver ones?
Yeah.
Oh. Yeah, they're pretty bad.
Yeah.
They're nice.
Yep.
But it's super easy. You just pump and pop a dent.
Good to go.
Now, does that not dive the tab into the panel like in the first run? You have to really watch it. If you go too far, you're gotta
be on your toes, man.
Yeah. Well, like with this tab, I've used it with this tab. It's rounded.
Yeah.
On that, and I didn't notice anything, and it was that Ford I did was so bent like a taco shell that I couldn't get. It was on like that. Like I couldn't get it on all the way. So I had to like pump it to straighten it out, and then I got it on all the way. But I mean, I haven't noticed a big.
I think the only way you're not going to get any dive is if you use like a strap. You know, pretty much for the most part, straps don't really kind of like, especially with a porta power, they're kind of like they're going out, but like they're pulling out. You know what I mean? So they're not really like going down into the panel. But I mean, they all create some kind of a dive. You just, like you said, you have to be on your toes. You know? So.
Yeah, I watch a lot of guys and they're cranking and cranking and cranking and watching this thing, and I'm like,
yeah, it's too much sometimes.
You know what I mean? Like little bits at a time. You really need to read the metal, because you'll see it. It'll start to move around, and you're like, okay, let me push, or let me glue pull, or knock.
It's just an aid, man. It's just an aid.
When I'm using this thing, I'm not worried about a little crease dive in the tap.
Oh yeah, I know.
You know what
a lot
I mean?
of the times, man, that thing is just like more than enough, and it just gets the job. Listen, if you want the most power,
this is it.
With lateral tension, just go for the hydraulics, because that's where it's at. You know, it's a little cumbersome, but it is by far it's gonna do the most metal movement for you. It like literally unfolds metal.
Yeah. Yep. It's I think it's only $150.
Yeah, that's super worth it, man. All the stuff on his site is phenomenal.
Right.
You're up, Bryce.
All right. So B&D steel core knockdown set.
Okay.
All right. So if you don't have these, you're missing out. These are fantastic, man. They are absolutely incredible for doing some fine detail work, especially on like, you can say on like, when you get like the edges of a panel might fold over the frame of the door or the frame of the panel, and basically create that kind of line that everybody hates dealing with. So here's your answer right here. Right there. So it's a combination of just, different, radiuses, different, flatness, different surface areas that you can kind of experiment with, and just get to know them. I mean, you're not going to come right out of the box being Superman with these, but I will tell you that with some, put in the reps with them, and they will pay you dividends. They are fantastic. So highly recommend.
Is that small one like rounded, like domed?
Yeah. It's got a dome on it. Yeah.
I like that one.
My camera. I don't know where my camera. There it is. There's that. And then you got, I don't know if can you see this?
There you go.
Oh yeah.
That's pretty
a bigger one.
There. Here's a very similar to the VIP style.
Mm-hmm.
I felt like it was more rounded than the VIP. You know
what
I mean?
It kind of is.
How much is that?
And then this guy right here.
Soft tip.
But yeah, they're all just really good stuff. And listen, like I said, I mean, there is room for error with these, okay? But or I should say, just be careful when you use them. Let's put it that way. just be careful, and just, like I said, play with them, and you'll discover that there's like a sweet spot with each one of these, and find the sweet spot and just run with it. These are like everyday tools. So
yeah, my guy Josh Story has those. He uses them all the time. They're loud. He's a metal on metal guy too, and I mean, when you're beating on those things, they're definitely loud.
If you go to Bryce's training, you'll learn how to use those.
Yeah, it's really loud when we do some training. That's for sure. Just I think they're actually sold out on the website, on B&D's site. So message. I think his name is
Mike.
Mike. Yeah.
How much?
Mike, say, hey man, listen, when are these coming back in the stock? Because they are freaking awesome. So
he'll be at MT, right?
I'm sure I'll have him at MT.
Yeah. He'll have him there.
Yep.
All right. So my next one is right behind me. The Dr. Color Chip touch-up system.
Oh, nice.
So I went to their class last year in MTE because we were looking for something for touch-ups, and with us doing PPF and ceramics, and I was always running a car to a body shop to get a color, and I was like, this is not efficient. This doesn't work, because even a brand new car from the dealer, most of them have had chips.
Yeah.
And even some of our, a dent repair, the customer's like, oh, I got the touch up and it always looks not great. It's really thick and gummy, and it just doesn't ever look really, really good. So we went to the class in Orlando, thought about it for like a month or two, and then just signed on with them. And I'll be honest with you, it's added about $22,000 worth of revenue through the shop of just touching up. It's such an easy sell just because the customer's there. You have a dent, it's got a chip, or the edge is damaged right next to the, hey, we could touch this up for another $75, $100. A little bit of a learning curve with it. But we've gotten really, really good with it, to where, he says it's a 4 or 5 foot step away and look. I think if you're in that 2 foot now, to where we've got it to where we're flashing it with a heat gun, giving it some good shine. It's a great product. I mean, and if you get a weird color, like we had a Synergy green R8 Audi that was coming in, we estimated it. I got the VIN number. I took a picture of the car. I emailed them, a Dr. Color Chip orders or whatever. 2 days. It was at my doorstep mixed. And then in the kit, they give you some empty bottles. So a lot of times I charge the customer up front $75 to order the touch up, just in case they don't show up. And then put a little touch up in a bottle for them when you're done, and to say, hey, here's some touch up, but you're just building your own system. But for you, it would be even quicker because they're out of Tampa. So you would probably get it pretty quickly, but I'm very happy with it.
So you're actually mixing colors.
If you have to, a lot of the colors you have. So he has a couple different stair kits. The BMW, they make all the touch-ups for Tesla. So Tesla's touch-up kit is Dr. Color Chip.
Oh man, I've used it before. Okay, yeah.
So Tesla, BMW, Mercedes.
Aren't they big on Porsche?
The new Rivian and Porsche, the color matches are fantastic. Some of the other stuff, it's close, very, very close. It's either sometimes a little light or a little dark. But you can also mix them. You can add a little white or a little green or a little silver to it and mix it. But most of the time, if it's something higher end, we'll just order the paint from them and they'll send it over. And it's $22 for a little bottle of paint.
Man, that's freaking awesome.
So
I had no idea. Dude, I'm glad you brought that up. That's super.
You should come. They're having a education day at MTE, and he'll really explain it.
I can't make it, unfortunately, but
you're making money. I know.
No, well,
are you not going?
I gotta tell you though, man, I am going to order that kit. What does it retail for again?
There's a bunch of different tiers. Just let me know. I'll email it over to you.
Okay.
And then you can see it's even if you get the smaller group, you don't need the full shop kit. I mean, the full shop kit's nice because it comes with all the dabbers, the mini paintbrushes, little ball bearings, all the solutions, the boxes, and they're nice. It's. Let's see if I can do this without spilling paint all over the place. We use it every day, so
okay.
It's nice.
Set up like this.
Wow.
So it comes with the prep solvent and then the leveler. But it's a nice kit, man.
Paint, yeah.
Does it come with any brushes?
It does. It comes with like little dabbers, different size dabbers for the heads. But it's been been a huge addition, man. It's just I've got a lot of calls just because I've talked about it a lot. And they've been really easy. I called Tony and I was like, hey, I'm having a little trouble with this. And he's like, try this. And I did it. And I was like, oh, that makes complete sense. You know what I mean? It's a lot of squeegeeing, but it takes a little bit of a learning curve. It's just like kind of like dents. Like the more you use it, the better you get.
Yeah.
But overall, it's been, if you get something weird like that really candy red Tesla, that colors, I mean, dead on. Dead on. So
cool, man. I'm glad you brought that up. That's cool.
Candy red's a hard color to match.
I mean, it lays really. I mean, it's really good. But they make the paint for Tesla, so you know they've got that. The BMW colors are dead on too. They're freaking fantastic. So they're big with the European market.
Yeah.
So go for it, Alex.
Is it my turn?
Sure is.
Well, have you ever heard of alligator PDR?
Oh yeah.
This is their knockdown set. I don't have like any of their rods, but this is their knockdown set, and
it's a knockdown set.
Yeah, it's a knockdown set. It's $300, like to your door. That's like with the customs, but it comes with 5 knockdowns. They're all metal. So it comes.
Nice.
That one's
okay.
That one's cool. That's a good one right there. And then it comes with these 3 that are all metal. This is a cap. It comes with a bunch of caps. Oh, different sizes.
Wow.
But then it comes with a screw-on one where you could use whatever, and it's all metal knockdowns.
Are the grips hard or are they kind of soft?
It feels like dirt bike grips.
Okay.
So, but I've had this for like a year. The whole year I've had this. But it comes with like all these tips, the same tips as these. You could use them as tips, but this one is kind of like the one from that Bryce showed.
Nice.
Oh yeah.
That one works real well. But the tips that came to knockdown, I don't know what it is about these caps, but if you put it on there like double bend, you could slide with these caps just flawlessly. I mean, it's so easy to slide a crease out with these tips.
They're never at MTE, those guys.
No. But it comes with like pushing tips too.
How much is that set, Alex?
$300 to my door.
That's that's a great value.
Yeah, came with extensions.
Okay.
I mean, these little caps. I know there's like some new ones that came out, but
yeah, I think it was that Black Magic PDR company.
Yeah, he's coming out with some. I know Anson came out with like some blue ones that look a lot like this. But these will break. But I mean, I break maybe one a week.
Yeah.
So they do last. But yeah, I mean that it's an awesome set.
All right. Gotta buy that.
Danny's asking, what do I usually charge for the touch up? We usually start at 75 and go up from there. If it's a car that comes in with some they want PPF and there's some chips up front, 150. Sometimes in that 200 range. Like we had a car that was like road rash that we just kind of got it to where he was astounded how great it turned out. That was, I think we charged like $600 or $700 for it. It was like front bumper and hood and fender, fronts of fenders. So
yeah, that's a great value too.
Have you guys ever seen that Auto Recon Ronnie guy on Instagram?
He's fantastic. He actually had a stroke.
Yeah, I know. Yeah. I was talking to him.
He had a stroke
5 months ago.
Yeah.
Oh my God. That's why I wasn't posting for the longest time.
He's really, really good. I mean, he's
the
really
guy's
good.
Phenomenal, man.
Yeah. he works for this company called Recon Pro.
Yeah.
And I did a dealership that they were in. I was working for him too, and that's how I knew who he was. But I was trying to get him to train my brother in that touch-up stuff, so I could fix it then and he could squeegee.
Yeah, the guy's just like a master of like just interior repair, like plastic repair, like just crazy stuff. But it's always good to watch on Instagram. You know,
it is. It's pretty amazing what he can do.
Oh man! All right. So all right. Sorry, guys. Sorry for the delay here.
Yeah.
All right, so here is the Bentley of all handles.
Okay.
This is the dentless. This is the ratcheting handle here. He's got a really unique design here. It's kind of a proprietary thing. I think it's actually patented, you know, his system here. And it's got these two teeth that kind of open, you see in there?
Mm-hmm.
And that just kind of enables this thing to be, when you put it on there, it's solid. And
wow,
it's got this, you know, really nice. I mean, when you push the buttons, it's like super smooth.
Is there any clicks? There's no click?
No, there's no clicks. It's smooth.
Wow.
It's like a smooth little spline in there, but when you let go, it engages.
Yeah,
it's just super smooth. And I got to tell you, man, like with this Reaper deal here, this is like my only Reaper rod here, but it's just like so smooth, comfortable, you know. Yeah. And then it just, you know, when you're ready to disengage it, you just kind of push the button there and put it on like another tool if you got it, you know.
Now that hub like screws onto what you have there?
This particular hub, he's got several, I think, hub designs. I'm pretty sure. This is the only one I have, but this fits on the Reaper, and it's got like that, basically 2 Allen set screws right here.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
And it just kind of fits on there into the spline there. And man, what can I say? I mean, it's super comfortable. I mean, you can grab it back here and just, it doesn't even feel like the amount of power generated by this thing is just insane. Like combined with the, you know, the sharp tool, you know, from that Dent sharpness there. But
looks awesome.
Highly recommend it, man. It's one of those no-brainers. Just freaking buy it. And then
that his hoods, his hail light are so well built.
The stand?
Yeah, his
stand is well thought out, very, very nice design. But now he's got these hammers too, which, dude,
do you like
things? Like blew me away when I first started using it. I'm like, this thing feels so friggin' incredible in your hand. It's like a feather for one, and like when you're doing like you know, some blending with like maybe you got like a really deep overstretched dent, you're just kind of like trying to lay it down. This thing from afar, combined with all his tips, he's got like all these. He's got all these different, you know, types of blending tips.
Oh, that's cool.
Really nice, nicely designed. These are all one piece too, so they're all machined. There's no, you know, there's no stud. It's all machined in there.
Wow.
So, you know, one piece design, super nice. I don't know.
What was that other piece
on hammers, and this one seems to be the
How long is that hammer? Do you know?
It's probably about 20 inches, maybe 18.
Okay, it's longer.
18.
Was that a weight on the backside that you had?
You can grip up. What's that?
Was that a weight, that black?
No, it's actually it's for striking. So if you wanted to lay this thing out further, it's got a little rubber striker on it, so you can lay it out and then just kind of hammer on top, you know, as you're working.
Nice.
So
what's the handle?
The handles. This is a full carbon fiber rod here, but he's got. I think the handle's made of some kind of composite, like carbon fiber material. But
the thicker part of it is still carbon fiber on the shaft.
This part here is definitely carbon fiber here, but this, I think this is like a some kind of a plastic. But regardless, it's I just love the it just feels very natural and comfortable. That's why I like it. The minute I just grabbed it, I was like, okay, what the heck is this? This is badass. So yeah, I don't know. I just been kind of using a lot of his stuff lately. Like I've had a lot of his stuff for the longest time, and you know, it's just like I didn't realize what I had. I mean, it's just fantastic, really well thought out tools. His tabs are fantastic too. These guys here, these D tabs, just like, I mean, like, so these basically very similar design to what you've seen, but they hold up, you know, like you hear guys complaining all the time about their tabs
breaking.
They're breaking all the time and all this stuff, which listen, we're dent guys. We can afford new tabs.
Right.
But I don't think I've broken one of these yet. And I've had these for probably like 3 years.
Wow.
So these are just, and I'm ripping on these things. I did a Cadillac Escalade today with these. 100% using these. Just really deep shot on the rail. So
Jake says it's 3D printed carbon fiber. The shaft is carbon.
Wow.
Got it. Okay, good. Oh, he's listening. Good. But yeah, just go support him. He's, you know, he's a small guy in the industry, but he's got, you know, he uses his brain when he designs these tools, and he's a technician, and that's all that really matters, you know, like technicians building tools that really matter, you know.
Yeah.
So
I'm gonna have to buy all 3 of those.
yeah, they're no-brainers. Just go to MT and buy them.
When I was with you, you had the tactical handle on that Dent Reaper, and you put the Allen screw back in it so you could lift it up and turn it. Remember that? And I was like, what? And you're like, that's the only handle it goes, or that handle goes
things
on.
have changed. Yeah.
Yeah.
So I've gotten with the times.
All right, I'm up. Let me get this going here. So this is, I'm going to say this is probably one of my favorite tools of this year. It's not that I'm also have a relationship with the guy that created it. It's truly changed the way that I've repaired. Like we had some hail this year, and it's absolutely changed the amount of time for the repair and how I'm repairing it. And I'm also using on daily dent repair. And I've been telling Alex for months, I'm like, you need to buy this. I'm telling you right now, you need to buy this. This Cold Snap A1 Dent Slayer.
That thing is bad.
I'm telling you, and this is what I do, is everything's kind of in this little Tupperware bin.
Yeah.
And I've got even Glexo on the larger one and a bunch of different colors because I'm either inside most of the time. And a lot of guys were comparing this. Manny ended up getting, I think, the Metal Medic one, and we were back and forth and we were chatting, and something about the weight on this is different than everything that I've tried. You know, I've been a cold glue guy since the original Sergio's from back in the day, and then the sticky tab tape that was out for a while. And, you know, I'm a big Glexo guy. Something about the weight on this to where you literally just running down a rail, just pow, 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 pow. You know, the tab screw in, so you don't have that little miss up and the tab come off the slide hammer. But like, you know, this is my go. This is actually red. You can see how dirty and used it is. But
oh wow,
a very little bit of cold glue on there. You don't need a whole lot.
Do you heat activate it?
It gets too sticky.
Yeah.
A lot of times what I'll do is like in the morning, like this one's really dark. It'll probably have to be changed, but I'll spray alcohol on a towel.
Yeah.
And then I'll wipe this tab to get some of the dirt off of it. And then it gets really, really, really sticky. And then after I use it a couple times, it gets to where it needs to be. I feel like too much heat. Sometimes it'll pull the glue off and it'll stay on the panel, and it's an absolute pain in the ass to get off.
Oh my God. Yeah.
But this thing, it's probably my favorite tool of the year. I mean,
that's Matt's design. That's what Matt Boyette.
Just something with the weight, man. He got it right.
He nailed it. He did a really phenomenal job. Another technician designing tools. You know, so that's amazing.
You're up, Alex.
I'm up.
And the Sergio's glue I like that they've come in these smaller packages. You know,
I don't use cold glue much because I have to keep it in a tub and put it in a cooler here.
I don't think you will with the Sergio. I think it'll be different.
Colafria or
Arizona heat.
Glexo.
Big problems. 22 degrees out here today, and big problems 70 degrees there.
Well, it's nice now.
All right.
It's probably nice in Florida too, huh?
Yeah, it's really nice. It's like got to be in the 50s and 60s here.
Yeah. So these are the Chameleons. I haven't had these long. No. And a guy that was working with me let me borrow them. And I bought them that same night. But like if they're skinny, like so if you have the Ultra shave tools, this just has a little more drive when you're pushing from.
Who makes those?
As far Dent Reaper.
Oh,
John
Reaper, okay.
Fidine makes them, or A1 makes them for him, but they're amazing tools.
Huh.
And I fell in love with them on the BMW like Z model, the 2-door car.
The worst
and that
thing
quarter
ever
panel
made.
going from the tail light. My Ultra shave tool, I didn't have enough like drive in the tool to fix the dent. And these got it. I could put this one down like a Tundra door and fix the dent at the bottom, especially right by the beam through the window. So
tailgates too. That tool is fantastic on tailgates if you go through with the latches on the side.
Yeah.
Because it's thin enough to get in there and you've got enough kick on that tool to really push.
I'm definitely going to have
a straight one and then a triple bend.
He also makes those with a rounded end instead of a sharp end.
Yeah, he calls those like the dent angels. I don't have those, but
they're fantastic.
Yeah, these are
all right. So I'll have to buy those too.
Yeah, you won't regret it, Bryce.
All right,
these are amazing tools.
Yeah,
but you know how that Z, the BMW Z, like that quarter pound is real tight.
We don't talk about BMW Zs here because I hate them so bad. They're the worst.
They're tough, man.
Yeah. That triple bend one, I was able to like get to the top part of the quarter.
Yeah. I can see you kind of going in maybe through like a wire harness hole and like coming up through a brace or something. That'd be cool.
The other good thing with that is like Silverado, the new Silverado quarters, if you're going through the taillight to where like the wheel arch is and you've got that little flat spot before the body line, this has a lot of glue and foam in there, and that will slide all the way to the edge of that bedside, like to where the lip is, and get in there. So it's shaved just enough that it's my Silverado go-to tool for sure for bedsides.
Very cool.
I don't hear many people talk about those things, and they're amazing tools.
They've been out 2020, I think they came out.
2020.
So
I wasn't paying attention.
Very cool. So I think that's all I really brought. I mean, was I supposed to bring more? It was top 5, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
So I got 2 more that I want to bring up that I've got here. We're going to start with this tool, and I've got both of them, but I brought the longer one, and it's the A1 Zan tool.
I got that.
This tool is awesome. Little BB tip. Anson makes, this is a 28.
Okay.
Ratcheting handle, fixed, stays on there. But what I really like is Anson makes one with a BB tool, almost like the old Dent Wizard Ford tool. But this little bit of a different bend here, and it comes up compared to straight out. And the length makes all the difference on this tool. Push is super clean. I'll use it in a quarter, get through the little grommet in the quarter to get down by that bumper edge and really cleanly push it. But it's a really, really good tool.
Is that handle extendable?
Yeah, you can screw the other attachment in here.
Okay. Yeah, that would
It's
definitely
got the
make
standard.
Yeah.
My only complaint with this, and this is just me being devil's advocate here, I love the handle, super nice, well made. This edge, where it's kind of like milled down to fit the handle, this edge hurts the hand a little bit. I could probably put one of those regrips on there and it'll eliminate it. That's the only gripe I have with any of these new handles is that very edge, but I got baby hands, so I don't really fix dents, so it's not a big deal.
Seems like
that thing, just the way that it's curved, it kind of comes back at you. This works awesome.
I have the Anson one and that one, and that one has so much more drive than the Anson one. It's a good tool, but you should put a dentless handle on that.
I could,
you should, man.
I could.
I'm gonna buy that handle. That's a nice handle,
dude. It is freaking badass.
Other thing I brought on that I haven't talked about is the new Reaper Hex Gold tabs.
Yeah.
I've been using these a ton. I like the reverse. This is the reverse tab, the step, and that's pretty much to where it's the center of it is shorter than the sides, so the glue really grabs onto that side. The only problem I have with these is I seem to, after I use them quite a bit, is I seem to break the little wing off of it. So let me open this up. I'll show you what this tab looks like. But I love this reverse tab. I mean, it's just, it works so good. And
the hex one?
Yeah, this one's hex, but it's the reverse where the center is out farther than the step. So it's a great tab, man. These tabs.
I haven't seen those yet. No.
I was big with, obviously dead center tabs, but this kind of took it to another level. It works great. I mean, it's every time I order something, I just order another batch just because we did so much hail this year. So
yeah, I've had those for a while. Not one of them has broken.
Yeah,
he sent
me
the wing off sample pack before he came out with them, and they're awesome.
Yeah, what's on your hit list? Like, if you guys have a tool that you see right now that you're like, I want.
Cam Auto Tower.
Oh man, you got to get one of those.
I got to get the Cam Auto Tower.
I'm so stuck. I struggle with that because we need one for the shop. The problem is I have this Swiss Trax floor, so the suction, you'd have to pull the floor up to get it to suck. Mark was talking about coming up to Baltimore one day so we could try his perfect pull because I really like that system. But I don't know how it's going to act on the floor either. So kind of have to figure that out.
Or you can, in your case, just, bolt some, go right to the floor with multiple, maybe like
4 different points,
probably 6 different points, I guess.
Yeah. I thought about doing like pots.
Yeah. And just bolt them right to the floor, and I think you can probably buy them from like a, I don't know, industrial supply company or something, that sells like, like stuff you see at gas stations, in the corner, like right by the gas pumps.
Yeah.
Buy 6 of those and just be done,
True.
That's what I would do. But I just, I like using all the new gadgets, man. I've got, the Cam Auto C pull or C, what is it? Black pull C. And then I have the perfect pull, and then I have the perfect pull tower that goes in the my hitch receiver.
Okay.
So they're all phenomenal. I mean, tried and tested, they work great. But your situation might be a little different with that floor. I don't know. I'm not sure about that.
Do you like the hitch one?
Yeah, dude, it's freaking awesome. Especially when you're doing like a lateral pull with like, some straps, pulling from like the front of the car or the back of the car, So good stuff.
With the Cam Auto one, like when you're using it, like I saw you using it in a parking garage. On one repair, and I saw you anchored it to your van from the back.
Yeah.
Do you ever worry about it going?
He has a
Like
kickstand now.
That's why I anchor it. I mean, it's it's just like a tether. God forbid it would come forward. And I will tell you, I've used it and it's come off the ground like once.
Yeah.
But it's because I put it under way too much stress. Yeah. I mean, I literally had I think probably 8 ratchet straps on this thing. And I was just pulling, I had the extensions out. So basically what happened was I was pulling too hard from one side and it went like this and kind of came up at one corner and all I did was just kind of jump, and the compressor kicked on and it just stayed on. And I was like, oh man. But what happens when you let go of all that tension and then all the metal just slaps back. That's the worst thing in the world.
Yeah.
So yeah, it's I put floor pots. That's another thing you can consider is just putting floor pots in, like a body shop, and just you can grab a tower, like one of those towers, and I don't know, anchor it down to the pot, wherever you put it, and
you can just use a body shop one that has the wheels and move it around.
Yeah.
Your dad had one.
Yeah. I think Ken Clark has one in his shop.
Yeah.
The Man of Steel. If you look at his videos, he's got one of those, the ones that roll around and they just anchor to the pots and kind of hold it in place,
It's a good idea.
So
he just uses button with the hydraulic.
Or he just uses his arms.
Man of Steel.
He's the Man of Steel, so.
Yeah. Do you have these blending hammers?
Oh, the Metal Medics.
The Metal Medics.
Oh, is that a Metal Medic one?
Yeah, this is
pretty
my
badass.
favorite hammer. I just fell in love with these hammers, but
that's cool, man.
Is kind of like the dentless ones.
There's so many freaking hammers, man. I don't even know where to start with.
He says this is like a chasing hammer.
Yeah,
this one. And this is a blending hammer, but
he's got a nice slide hammer that I just got from him. It's
the new one.
Yeah, it's got this loop at the end of it, which I think it's just for hanging the thing up. I'm pretty certain that's what it's for. But that thing is it's a beast. It's it's well built. Is that
the one with the multiple heads?
Yes, it's got those neoprene kind of bushings that are in there that just it's the shock factor is just keeps things nice and it just feels nice and it does the job, man.
Yeah.
So super nice.
All this stuff is really nice.
I think pretty much anything on his site is worth buying, if you ask me.
It's
literally everything on his site.
Very nice.
Is amazing.
What's on your hit list? What's your next buy?
Man, that is a really good question. This thing was on my mind for the longest time until it just showed up at my door one day. But I just basically that's the thing that's been on my hit list, man. That JVF retention system. They've been talking about it for the longest time, and finally they put it out there. But honestly, I guess I could say I really want to experiment with the Kiko. Man, they have those. What are they? The little lateral tension boxes.
What do you have?
Little
2 of them?
Boxes. Yeah,
Yes,
they
2 of them.
have little. It's like a little threaded rod inside, and it just basically kind of creates tension, and then you can put them side by side, and then have all the center of the panel to work on. Those seem kind of cool and very versatile and functional. So so maybe those.
Bryce, you going to MTE?
Yeah, I'll be there Saturday. I won't be there Thursday or Friday, unfortunately, but Saturday. So
okay. Well,
I think that's really all you need is one day, man.
Yeah.
So
it's a lot.
But it's hard to go for one day when you live on the other side of the country.
Yeah, you got a point. You got a point, man.
You know.
It's a lot. Well, right. I appreciate you guys coming on.
Yeah.
I appreciate everybody watching. Hopefully you guys are buying some tools, even though Black Friday is over. Keep it real. You guys have a great evening. Thanks for coming on. And
thanks, Bryce.
Yeah, thanks for having me, guys. I really appreciate the invite. I always love talking to you guys, for sure.
You guys have a fantastic evening. Have a good holiday. Be safe, and we will see you guys next week.
See you guys.
See you guys. Thank you. Bye-bye.
Peace out, guys. Have a good night.